As concern continues to grow over the integrity of departmental recruitment in Nagaland, Nltv sought direct assurance from the top leaderships of the Prison Directorate regarding the ongoing recruitment of 36 posts. A POSCO Egg Awareness Program was held at Penmanyu Village Council Hall in Simanyu under the theme, "It takes a village to protect a child, let's do it together." On July 30 in Parliament, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar responded strongly to the opposition about India's China policy. The All India Freedom Fighter and Successors organization opened its new office today in the Old Directorate of Industries building, now the District Industry Center in Kohima. On July 28 and 29 in Imphal East and West District Manipur, security forces arrested several people linked to militant groups and gang. Hello and welcome to Nltv English Primetime. This is Chanchan Kasar and now the news in detail. As concern continues to grow over the integrity of departmental recruitment in Nagaland, Nltv sought direct assurance yesterday from top leaderships of the Prisons Directorate regarding the ongoing recruitment of 36 posts, including wardens and driver. However, the Inspector General of Prison declined to comment on the matter. This has led to public concern about whether the recruitment examination will be conducted in a free, fair and transparency manner. Today, Nltv spoke with Kropol Vitsu, MLA and advisor for prison, printing and stationery regarding the issue. He assured that there will be no longer lapses or backdoor entries in the recruitment process and that all candidates will be selected strictly on the basis of merit.
Able to conduct the examination it is a procedure to follow. So we are systematically and very minutely following the office procedure, so that ultimately the merit candidate will be selected.
So, I'll just ask you the question again. This Forest Department, OMR sheet, conduct protocol, proper exam protocol, follow the Excise Department irregularities complaint. So, in Department 36 posts. So, it will recruitment since manu public to usually be skeptical as a suspect departmental exam kando thick means pa na cholai na itula suspicion thaki jay. So apni bhi public ke ekta assurance diyo paro merit la hisab de apne candidates kangi select karo gine.
I'm not well aware of these two departments procedures. In what way they are going to select the candidates and the lapses, all this I'm not aware of. Anyhow, back to our prison department. In order to avoid all these lapses and failures, we are doing our best so that the merit candidates are always preferred and selected. That is all I can say. And to make things smoothly right, this procedure is taking time. We are not in a hurry. Let it take time, but the outcome will be smooth and it will be good.
So you can assure that there will be no backdoors or preference like that, nothing like that?
Nothing as such. These preparations are mostly being done by my staff only. Rather, there is a department recruitment board. I'm not a member, and I have nothing to say also. As and when the dates are to be fixed, I may be informed. I may not be informed. But it is all to do with the direct recruitment or the recruitment board. All these matters will be finalized by them. And I have nothing to do there. I have agreed to, for this open interview.
A POSCO Egg Awareness Program was held on July 30 at Penmanyu Village Council Hall in Simanyu. The event themed "It Takes a Village to Protect a Child, Let's Do It Together" was organized by the District Child Protection Unit along with Simanyu District Administration. ESC Simanyu Matung Nguli spoke about the importance of such program and reminded everyone that POSCO cases should never be compromised. The event was attended by Village Council Chairman Gang Buras and member of Rengma Hoho, Rengma Mother Association, Churches Youth Group and the Students Union. On July 30, the Peck District Administration held a coordination meeting at the DPRO office in Peck. The meeting was led by ADC Peck, Tejakrino Nisa, who explained that their visit was part of an inspection of government office in the district. She reminded the DPRO staff to be regularly responsible and attentive in their work. The ADC also said that no staff should have been leave their job during working hours without getting proper leave permissions from their superior officer. On 29th of July, a new multipurpose hall was inaugurated at Chelitsulu Sechu by Abu Mehta, advisor of Chief Minister of Nagaland. He said the hall is not just a building but an investment in the dreams of the youth. The hall was built by the Department of Youth Resources and Sports to support sports and youth development. Abu Mehta promised that similar hall will be built in all 17 districts of Nagaland. He praised sport legends from the state and said this hall could help produce future champions. Kesu Yingkum, advisor for Youth Resources and Sport, encouraged young people to be more dedicated to sport and thanked the Chief Minister for this leadership. Salatu Cruz, Minister for Women Resources Development and Horticulture, said the hall is a place where young people's dream can grow. She praised Abu Mehta for making the project happen. The day ended with a message of hope and unity for the future of Nagaland's youth.
Of all, I would like to take a special moment to express my deepest gratitude to one individual. Through his vision and support, the sports complex today is a reality. He is none other than our special guest, Sri Abu Mehta. This multi-purpose hall is a testament of what has been committed by our special guest during the last general election rally in the year 2023. Which have been completed within a span of 2 years. Once again, on behalf of myself and on behalf of everyone gathered here and the Western Angami people, we are sincerely grateful for this. This is the first ever indoor stadium in our region. We hope for your continued support in the days to come. Your name will forever be linked with the opportunities, dreams, and achievements that will be nurtured within this sports. This modern, vibrant sports complex is also a testament to our government's dedication to community development and youth empowerment. To conclude, let us pledge to use this hall for growth, not just for competition, but for camaraderie and above all, for the betterment of all who step into this sport. Thank you.
I take this opportunity to congratulate the local community, the local leaders. The completion of this indoor stadium and the realization of this project is an important landmark for the state government and the sports department. But the achievement belongs to the people. The realization of this project, the credit goes to the people. Why this is possible? Why this is realized? Is because the local area, the community, the leaders are extending cooperation and support to the government. You deserve to get this project. Jiha ke liye ichigi ni bola ari kia hari ko ke pokori unyi odiero da mu ku ke le ko unyi ozekeza sutiki area ko tamne gori leader gori ku ke le kesa ni ko meeting se vi se le
Nagaland joined the rest of India in celebrating the 5th anniversary of the National Education Policy 2020 under the Akhil Bharatiya Shiksha Samagram 2025. In Kohima, a special health and education camp was held for children with special needs. It was organized by Samagra Shiksha along with the health department. 82 children were screened by doctors and many received hearing aid and disability certificate to help them access government scheme. Education advisor and other senior officials stressed the importance of exclusive education and early help for children with disabilities. More such camp will be held in other districts in Kifri and Waka. Sri PM Shri School joined a nationwide online program led by Union Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. The session focused on future goals like vocational training, AI-based learning, and sustainability in school. Local leaders and parents joined students in watching and supporting the event. Overall, Nagaland showed its strong commitment to inclusive and modern education during this celebration.
We had launched the, technically speaking, the students' health card. So I'm thankful to the Department of Health and Family Welfare. They have their networks of PHCs, CHCs, and civil hospitals all across the urban as well as the village areas. Likewise, we have our schools all over Nagaland, including the private schools. So the purpose is that many of our teachers, and I was a teacher once upon a time, it is also difficult for us to understand whether a child needs special care. A special care child requires more assistance or support in terms of physical needs, in terms of socio-emotional needs, and therefore our regular teachers were unable to understand that. A very simple example will be the concept of lazy eye. We were told that lazy eye, I also have lazy eye. I cannot see with one eye. It happens when one eye becomes very super active and the other one becomes lazy. So I was told that lazy eye needs to be rectified before you turn 7 years of age. After that, even if you wear glasses, it is impossible to rectify. So likewise, our additional secretary, Madam Bueno, she had said that there are 21 parameters of identifying what are the various challenges which we face in terms of identification. So we hope that our students' health card will be able to identify. So we are grateful that the Department of Health and Family Welfare are collaborating with us. Likewise, the doctors from NHK as well as the RBSK who are going to be engaged with us for this week-long program. I want to extend my thank you to all of them. Our department, along with the rest of the country, we have been making positive strides. Very soon we will be advertising 34 posts exclusively for children with special needs, and we will call those graduate teachers as special education teachers. In the history of mankind, we have not been fair to those who have been challenged. It is not something which they have willingly chosen it for themselves. There are many health issues, there are genetic issues, and like all who are created by God.
The All India Freedom Fighters and Successors organization opens its new office today in the Old Directorate of Industries building, now the District Industries Center in Kohima. MLN advisor Kropol Vitsu was a guest of honor. He spoke about the sacrifice made during India's freedom fight and praised Nagaland's role in the country's history.
Mostly, the formation of this ISOP, All India Freedom Fighters organization, in Nagaland was launched in 2015. In 2015, with Reza Angami as the convener, not the president. But later on, after a few years, he was selected or elected as the president of this organization. And when the first executive meeting of this organization was held, we had a number of about 73 only. And we don't know how much it is going to be now. Must be increasing. Earlier in 2016, as per 2016 report, the number of members registered was 73. And with this formation, the office to accommodate this organization was given by the government in the old assembly secretary. Though that was given to us very magnanimously, it was found to be inappropriate, not fit to hold such organization's office. Thereby, our organization opted to hire a private house, and thereupon we rented a building in Piahil, Kohima, and until today, that has been our working office. Today again, the government is so kind and so generous enough to have allotted to us these very few chambers of all industry characterized building, and it is hoped that we'll find our comfortability, and we will go on working with our good hospitality in terms of accommodating our own members, and also as and when visitors from northeast of this association, of this organization, or all India level, whoever come will be given their good hospitality with this new accommodation. That is my prayer. Today our president was saying he started this organization in 2009. We have just heard from him. 2009 the time Suru Koreshi.
On World Nature Conservation Day, the Assam Rifles held a clean-up event in Josama, Nagaland. The clean-up, trash and fix a road that was blocked by heavy rain. This helped the village stay clean and made it easier for people to travel. The event also helped build a better relationship between the security forces and the local peoples. Eastern Naga People's Organization and the Eastern Naga Legislators Organization held a private meeting at Hotel Saramati in Dimapur. This meeting took place after the earlier meeting with the Minister of Home Affairs in Delhi on April 23. ENPO President said they had some important matters to talk about, but nothing can be shared with the public yet because of the discussions are still going on. ENPO said that the central government will call for another meeting soon. They say the last meeting in Delhi was somewhat successful and that will have hope for what they are fighting for.
American 23 day high level committee meeting New Delhi thakise to date American meeting day kim kunuba issues na contentious issues kunuba last meeting day resolve kuro na para etu khan American resolve korise etu tahange etu briefing ditise aro etia next round dok pi aro tahan joldi matibo koi ase kinya time to fix kora nai hoile pi tahan ge American illu members tribals aro frontier organization kal logote etu kotha to pojai dise imani ase ajo achibi American resolution ko nai agenda bi ko nai imani ase American aro American ki news station na ektin American deliver ai kana the 25th ratite American news te ki flash korise imani ase achil laga notun agenda ko na
ajila meeting jo kun khan in the presence of kun khan
the illu members frontier organizations and tribal bodies it way ase
last time apni ami to meeting to bisi positive thai chhe
Oi, beshi bhal thakise, bhal.
government la side phale ko etu fortnight ta kan ke dina ase ki laisio
eto to eta gobo na parebo kile mane ami kan eta kubi out hone na eto elaborate korom na parebo eto bra ami kan eto detail do na jabo iman tak tak bo ache
so ko hisab to august next monday meeting to
hoy mane takhan MH kan dwara to indika goise meeting to dakhani convene korobole ase do na eto bra ami kan august e ami kan aro
A one-day GST training will be held on August 5 at the Training Center Office of the Commissioner of State Taxes in Lingurjan, Dimapur. It is meant for drawing and disbursing officers, dealers and other interested people. The training will cover important topics like GST registration, TDS, return filing, payment, refund offences and input tax credit. State GST officials, IT cell and staff will lead the session. There will be also an open discussion for questions as well. Commissioner Abhinav Shivam said more such training sessions will open in other zones and what throughout August. Additional Deputy Commissioner of Futsro, Malo Homso, has announced that a coordination meeting with all heads of department under Futsro subdivision will be held on August 1 at 11:30 a.m. The meeting, to be conducted at the IDC's conference hall, will focus on preparations for the upcoming Independence Day celebration. The Office of the Assistant Registrar of Cooperative Societies in Kohima has issued a notice to cancel inactive and non-working cooperative societies in the district. This step is being taken under the Nagaland Cooperative Societies Act 2017. A list of these societies will be put up on the office notice board starting August 1. The listed societies will also get individual notice by registered post. If any society wants to restart its work, it must send a written request to the Assistant Registrar Office by August 31. If no reply is received by then, the society may be officially cancelled. This notice takes effect immediately. The Lotha Middle Range Student Union, based in Sanis, Woka district of Nagaland, raised serious concern over the eviction of illegal immigrants near the Assam-Nagaland border on July 29. The union said that illegal settlers have been found near Lotha community lands and even in nearby hills. The LMRSU asked the government to strictly enforce the inner line permit and work with village council, NGO and local groups to carry out proper check. They said this is needed to protect Naga identity, land and culture. They also called for unity among all people to support this cause and said they are fully committed to the safety and future of the Lotha community and Naga as a whole. On Tuesday, Moragjo village saw the opening of three important projects: the Moragjo Cultural Heritage Center, an art exhibition, the Moragjo Approach Road and the Moragjo Community Hall. Advisor for Agriculture Matung Yantan inaugurated the project. The Heritage Center shows local art and help keep the village cultural and society's stories alive. The new road built under the PMAA GSY scheme will provide travel and growth for the villages. The community hall, made with strong local Morak stone, will be a place for villagers to gather and work together. Yantan also spoke about the growing human-elephant conflict and announced a training session by expert Dr. Rudraita to teach villagers how to live peacefully with elephants. The 7th batch of the School Leadership Development Program began at Skirt Kohima on July 29. The one-month course organized by Nectar is now mandatory for all school heads of the state, as announced by the Commissioner and Secretary for School Education and Skirt, Kelvino Angami. Kelvino said the training is important for future promotion and stressed the use of Smile app for learning. The training covers leadership, innovation, teamwork and more. Other speakers, including education officials, highlighted the need for school leaders to be modern, tech-savvy and skilled in 21st century skill. A Nagaland School Leadership Award will also be introduced to recognize outstanding school leaders. The federal government of Nagaland, Minister of Raleigh Wali, said the 79th Nagaland Independence Day will be celebrated on August 14 at Tenyezumi village in the Chakisang region. Captain retired Yeri Longlangs said Raleigh Wali Kudansar thanked Tenyezumi village for kindly hosting the important event. The regional Maidan Payus under the federal government have been told to celebrate the day in their own region and sub-region. We'll now take a short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back, viewers. Let's get back with the news. Zujum village in Wokha district completed a 25-day design development workshop under the Ministry of Textiles NHDP scheme on July 29. The training focused on making toys from cane and bamboo. It was led by state awardee Clement Lotha and 30 local artisans took part.
So, aji Nltv system village te aina ase aman tikhu para nishna under DDW edu Ministry of Textile wa aji program luina edu aji culmination ase to aman yede system village te edu cane and bamboo twist craft la bana la opode edu designer to yede aina ase to designer lore kota hudibo to sir apni nicho introduce kodibi aro etu laga program laga kina kiman taste luise kiman individuals benefit hoise etu la olop highlight kodibi
আচ্ছা আমার নামটো আছে ৰঞ্জিত গগৈ আৰু আমি এমপেনেল ডিজাইনাৰ অফ ডেভেলপমেণ্ট কমিশনাৰ হেণ্ডিক্ৰাফ্ট আৰু আমি ইয়াতে এক মহিনা লগা এটলিষ্ট ৱৰ্কিং ডেজ 25 ডেজ লগা এইটো বেম্বো টয়জ লগা ৱৰ্কশ্বপ আছে এইটো NSDP নেশ্যনেল হেণ্ডিক্ৰাফ্ট ডেভেলপমেণ্ট প্ৰগ্ৰাম এইটোৰ পৰা এইটো প্ৰগ্ৰাম হৈ থাকে হৈছে আৰু ইয়াতে বস্তিতে এইটো উখাতে আপোনাৰ বেম্বো টয়জ লগা ডিজাইন ৱৰ্কশ্বপটো ইয়াতে হৈছে আৰু মোৰ লগতে মাষ্টাৰ ক্ৰাফ্টমেন আছিলে ক্লিমেণ্ট ষ্টেট এৱাৰ্ডি মাষ্টাৰ ক্ৰাফ্টমেন আৰু তাই ভাল পৰা টয়জ বেম্বো টয়জ লগা কাম কৰে আৰু নাগালেণ্ডে আমি ফাৰ্ষ্ট তাইকে দেখিছে যে তাই বেম্বো টয়জ লগা কাম কৰে আৰু এইটো বস্তিতে অহাৰ পৰা তাই বস্তিৰ চকৰিখনকে চবকে শিকাইছে যে 30 আৰ্টিজান থাকে ইয়াতে 30 আৰ্টিজান বেনিফিটেড হয় আৰু তাই এইটো ডেইলি এলাউন্স বি পায় আৰু তাই শিখে আৰু শিকাৰ পিছতে তাই প্ৰডাকশ্যন কৰাৰ পিছতে এইটো মাৰ্কেটিং লগা বি NSDP প্ৰগ্ৰাম আছে ই-কমাৰ্চ বিজনেছ কৰিব পাৰে তাই লগা নিজৰ ৱেবছাইট বি খুলিব পাৰে এনেকা মানে একটা ভিলেজ ডেভেলপ হৈ যাব পাৰে কেনেকা হ'ব এন্টাৰপ্ৰেনাৰ ডেভেলপমেন্ট ফাৰ্ষ্ট
thank you so much edu master edu designer to ase aman huni paise etu la nishna tahan 30 individuals benefit paise koina aman khobor pa ase to aman kumba beneficiaries kan loju hota hodi ko tahan kina na etu kam khan kina shikise aro etu laga bode tahan ki machineries tools use korina etu production banao parise to bi aman olop jankari lobo gane tahan etu training han loju bi hota hodi priso.
The Lotha Middle Range Village Council Chairman Union, which speak for 28 village in Wokha district, is very worried about the growing problems between people and elephants. In a statement, the union president R. Techamo Ovong and secretary Santungo Yantan said wild elephants are destroying farm including paddy field, rubber and betel nut plants. They say the state government has not done much to help even after many years of damage. The union warned that more elephants are being born than people in the area, making the problem worse and putting both people and elephants at risk. Villagers have tried to protect their farm, but without help from the government, they feel unsafe. The union said it will not be responsible for any more damage or danger from elephants and blame the government for what happens next. Kuda Village Council, formerly Nagarjan, said it did not approve putting smart prepaid meter in private homes in their areas. The council chairman Vicky Nagi said government office, big shop and new connections in a village can choose to install this meter, but this should only happen if those places agreed willingly without any pressure or force. In Dhirenpura, Guwahati, a young man named Vishal Ghosh was badly injured during a violent fight on Shitala Mandir Road. The fight started when someone used abusive language against Vishal's mother. When Vishal stepped in, the man attacked him with a machete and ran away immediately. Police and Fadasil Ambari arrived quickly and have started an investigation into the case.
দাদাজনে মানে ভিতৰত সোমাইছে মানে খুৰীক মানে বেয়া বেয়াকৈ গালি পাৰি আছিলে গালি পাৰি দেখা পাই মানে দাদা বাহিৰৰ পৰা ওলাই গৈছে ওলাই যাই কিনে মানে খালি কৈছে যে মোৰ মাক কিয় গালি পাৰি আছা তেনেকুৱা কৈছে কৈ কিনে মই মানে গুচি আহিছোঁ পিছত দেখিছোঁ মানে দাদে কাটি দিছে দাদাক
কি কাটিছে
মানে বচ্চি দি কাটিছে মিকি দাগ
কাণত
কাণত কাটিছে এইখিনি মানে পুৰা কাটিছে তাৰপিছত তেজে হৈছে পিছতহে আমি
On July 28 and 29 in Imphal East and West District, Manipur security forces arrested several people linked to militant groups and gang. On July 28, Mohammad Samir Khan, a gang member, was caught with pistol and ammunition. Another man, Thiam Boinau Singh from a band group, was also arrested. On July 29, 2 more militants from the Kanglipak Communist Party were arrested for their involvement in a shooting and carrying weapons. Police seized gun, phone, money and ID cards from them. Authorities say they are working hard to stop crime and keep people safe. In Mission Vantlang, Aizol, Mizoram, a woman named Leiram Tua was arrested for killing her husband. She admitted to the crime and is now in judicial custody. Police said she is the only suspect. A local women group, NHRP, condemned the murder and asked for quick justice. The case follows another murder in Meghalaya that has attracted national attention. Police are still investigating the Mizoram case while people demand stronger action against domestic violence. On July 25, a tragic hit-and-run accident took place in Assam, where 21-year-old Samuel Haq, a student of Nalbari Polytechnic, died after being hit by a speeding car. He passed away 4 days later at Apollo Hospital. On Tuesday night, July 30, Assamese actress Nandini Kashyap was detained by the police from a rehearsal at Jardhani Theatre in North Guwahati. She was taken to all women police stations at Pan Bazar for questioning. Police are investigating whether she was driving the car involved in the accident. An FIR was filed by the All Assam Polytechnic Students Union demanding strong legal action. Rajdhani Theatre has ended its contact with Kashyap due to public anger. The film industry and civil society have also expressed grief and called for justice. Police are reviewing CCTV footage and forensic evidence to confirm fact before making any arrests. On Tuesday, July 29, Dr. Krishna Kumar, Managing Director, and MS Deval, Executive Director of NHIDCL, met Governor Ajay Kumar Bhala at Raj Bhavan, Imphal. They discussed the progress of National Highway project in Manipur and nearby areas. The meeting came amid ongoing repair work at Pesama in Nagaland, where a 50-meter stretch of National Highway 102 sank after heavy rain on July 1 and 2, blocking all vehicles movement for 2 months. Ramona Iviti Pereira, a final year BA student of St. Aloysius, has entered the Golden Book of World Record by performing Bharatanatyam continuously for 170 hours. The record-breaking performance began on July 21 and concluded on July 28, drawing praise, applause and emotional reaction from the audience. With this achievement, Ramona has become the first person in the world to perform the classical Indian dance form for such an extended duration. On July 13, Parliament, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar responded strongly to the opposition about India's China policy. Without naming him, he called Congress MP Jairam Ramesh and others China gurus who favor close ties with China. Jaishankar criticized them for their past support of India-China partnership and said some learned about China from Olympic visit or even from Chinese ambassador at home. He also addressed concern about Pakistan-China relations, saying India knows about it and is taking action, and that this is not a sudden event. The discussion happened in India's parliament.
Some issues have been raised in the debate. With your indulgence, I would like to address some of them. Many of them related to China, that there is a China-Pakistan nexus. And today, sir, people are offering great wisdom on China. In fact, some people have even said that I am not that well versed on China. Sir, I've only spent 41 years in foreign service, only been the longest serving ambassador. But sir, there are China gurus now. One, sir, is honorable member sitting across me. Whose affection for China is so great, sir. उन्होंने एक संधि बना ली थी चाइना और इंडिया की, चिंडिया। तो इतनी मोहब्बत थी सर कि उसको संधि बना ली। अब सर इनको छोड़िए, इनके अलावा एक और चाइना गुरु है। अब सर आप ऐसा है
जयराम जी
सर, हो सकता है कि चाइना पर मेरे यहाँ से कुछ कमी हो, क्योंकि सर I did not get.
We'll take another short break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back once again. Let's get back with the news. On July 29 in Lok Sabha, Prime Minister Narendra Modi strongly defended India's Operation Sindoor, saying no world leader asked India to stop the military action after the Pahalgam terror attack. Modi accused the Congress party of supporting terrorists by opposing the operation and praised the India's military success against Pakistan. He said India warned the US Vice President J.D. Vance that Pakistan would face severe consequences for any attack. Modi also stressed that India will respond firmly to terrorism and will not accept nuclear threat. He rejected opposition claim that no country condemned Pakistan, saying only 3 of us 193 UN members supported Pakistan.
इस सत्र के प्रारंभ में ही मैं जब मीडिया के साथियों से बात कर रहा था, तब मैंने सभी माननीय सांसदों को अपील करते हुए एक बात का उल्लेख किया था। मैंने कहा था कि ये सत्र भारत के विजयोत्सव का सत्र है। संसद का ये सत्र भारत के गौरवगान का सत्र है। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, जब मैं विजयोत्सव की बात कर रहा हूं, तब मैं कहना चाहूंगा कि ये विजयोत्सव आतंकी हेडक्वार्टर्स को मिट्टी में मिलाने का है। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, दुनिया ने देख लिया कि हमारी कार्यवाही का दायरा कितना बड़ा, स्केल कितना बड़ा। सिंदूर से लेकर के सिंधु तक पाकिस्तान पर कार्रवाई की है। ऑपरेशन सिंदूर ने तय कर दिया कि भारत में आतंकी हमले की उसके आकाओं को और पाकिस्तान को भारी कीमत चुकानी पड़ेगी। अब ऐसे ही नहीं जा सकते। आदरणीय अध्यक्ष जी, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर से स्पष्ट होता है कि भारत ने 3 सूत्र तय किए हैं। अगर भारत पर आतंकी हमला हुआ तो हम अपने तरीके से, अपनी शर्तों पर, अपने समय पर जवाब दे करके रहेंगे। दूसरा,
India will play in the Group B of the CAF Nations Cup 2025 along with Tajikistan, Iran and Afghanistan. The tournament will take place from August 31 to September 8, 2025. India's first match is against host national Tajikistan on August 29 in Dushanbe. They will face Iran on September 1 and Afghanistan on September 4. The top two players from each group will play in the final or third place match on September 8, and final will be held in Tashkent. Therefore, Iran and the defending champions and both India and Oman are guest team in this 8-nation event. On Tuesday, authorities stopped the construction of a mosque in Sultanpur village, Laskar area, Haridwar. This was done after complaints to Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami that mosque minaret were about 250 feet tall, violating building rules. Haridwar district magistrate ordered the stop and is investigating the matter. He has also asked the mosque management for land documents.
कुछ वीडियोस और मीडिया के माध्यम से जानकारी मिली थी कि सुल्तानपुर में एक मस्जिद का एक निर्माण कार्य चल रहा है। उसी क्रम में कुछ लोगों ने उसकी हाइट जो है, ऊंचाई जो है जिसमें निर्माण कार्य हो रहा है, उसको लेकर कंसर्न बताया था। इसमें हमने उपजिलाधिकारी लक्सर को डायरेक्शन दिया है कि वो मस्जिद की जो निर्माण समिति या जो प्रबंधक है उनके साथ बैठक कर लें और उनसे जो भी उनके नक्शे के या फिर हाइट से संबंधित कोई अप्रूवल्स हों, जो कागज़ हों, वो उसको चेक कर लें। इसी क्रम में उन्होंने एक बैठक भी करी है कुछ दिन पहले, और उस बैठक के बाद उन्होंने मंदिर समिति की जो मस्जिद समिति है उसके साथ एक डिसीजन लिया है कि जब तक उनके कागज़ आदि पूरे नहीं होते तब तक कार्य पर अभी टेम्परेरी रोक लगा दी।
मस्जिद शायद ये बहुत पुरानी मतलब मैं नहीं एग्जैक्टली नहीं बता सकता, पर अंदाजा है कि 250-300 साल पुरानी मस्जिद है, बहुत पुरानी मस्जिद है। और काम रुकना भी मेरे संज्ञान में नहीं है, काम रुकना भी कोई ऐसा नहीं पता है मुझे कि काम रुका है। काम मेरे हिसाब से हो रहा है क्योंकि रेनोवेट कर रहे हैं, धीरे धीरे मरम्मत का कार्य होता है, चंदे से ये काम चलते हैं तो काम।
In Satna, Madhya Pradesh, a 24-year-old woman named Suman Nishat, who worked at Congress leader and former MLA Nalanshu Chaturvedi's house, died by shooting herself with a gun on Tuesday, July 29. According to reports, the gun belonged to the leader's wife. The deceased woman and her mother had been working at the leader's house located under the Chatrakok police station limit for the last several years. Police are now investigating the case.
ये हमारे यहाँ 20 साल से काम कर रहे हैं इनके बाबा भी, इनकी दादी और ये इनकी माँ भी। माँ इनकी जो बहू है, भाभी जो ख़त्म हुई, डेथ हुई, कर रहे थे काम। 4 बजे घटना है। ऊपर सर्वेंट वॉशरूम है जो, वहाँ पे गई है तो वहाँ पे इसने अपने आप को शूट किया।
इंगेजमेंट मतलब शादी बयाना तिलक कर दिया था मैं नवरात्रि, पिछली नवरात्रि को, पंचमी को, इस नवरात्रि।
On Tuesday night, police in Katwa district, Jammu and Kashmir, stopped a car going to Srinagar and found 3 pistols and ammunition inside. The driver Azan Hamid from Srinagar was arrested for suspect terror link. The weapons were likely smuggled for across the border. Following this, security forces started a search operation after the shooting, after spotting 2 suspicious people near Uj River. Therefore, the search for 2 suspected terrorists is ongoing. On Tuesday, US President Donald Trump said the trade deal with India is not yet final. Speaking on Air Force while returning from Scotland to Washington, he mentioned that India charges more tariff than most countries. Trump called Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi a friend and said he helped stop the conflict between India and Pakistan through trade. The US team will visit India on August 25 to continue talks on the trade agreement. This ongoing negotiation follows Trump's announcement on April 2 about high tariff on India, which were suspected for a few months to allow time for trade talks. On Tuesday, President Donald Trump announced while returning from Scotland to Washington that US will work with Israel to open new food centers in Gaza to help with the growing hunger crisis. He said Israel will oversee the food distribution to ensure it's done properly. However, no clear plan or detail were shared. The announcement comes after the US pulled out ceasefire talks with Hamas last week, blaming them for not cooperating. On July 30 today, very heavy rain hit northeast China, including Beijing, Hebei, and Tianjin. At least 30 people died in Beijing. Over 80,000 people had to leave their home because of flood and landslide. In Miyun, a part of Beijing, many homes and roads were underwater. Some areas lost electricity and roads were closed. In Hebei, a landslide killed 8 people and 4 are still missing. In Tianjin, more than 10,000 people were moved to safe places. Soldiers are helping with rescue work. The government gave money to help people and warned everyone to stay safe. That is all for the Nltv English Primetime. For more news and updates, keep watching Nltv.